The Sunday school lesson for November 12th, 2023 is The Greatest Gift. Romans chapter 13, verses 8 through 10, and 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 8 through 13. To the viewers and subscribers, welcome to my channel, The Backstory and More. If you are new here, please notice the agenda. I will share the backstory, read the lesson text, and offer a brief lesson summary. Let's begin. The backstory takes us to Romans chapter 13, verses 1 through 7, submission to governing authorities. Submission to governing authorities. Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God. Consequently, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted, and those who do so will bring judgment on themselves. For rulers hold no terror for those who do right, but for those who do wrong. Do you want to be free from fear of the one in authority? Then do what is right, and you will be commended. For the one in authority is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for rulers do not bear the sword for no reason. They are God's servants, agents of wrath to bring punishment on the wrongdoer. Therefore, it is necessary to submit to the authorities, not only because of possible punishment, but also as a matter of conscience. This is also why you pay taxes, for the authorities are God's servants who give their full time of governing. Give to everyone what you owe them. If you owe taxes, pay taxes. If revenue, then revenue. If respect, then respect. If honor, then honor. Verse 8, let no debt remain outstanding, except the continuing debt to love one another. For whoever loves others has fulfilled the law. Verse 9, the commandments: you shall not commit adultery, you shall not murder, you shall not steal, you shall not covet, and whatever other command there may be, are summed up in this one command: love your neighbor as yourself. Verse 10, love does no harm to a neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfillment of the law. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 8, love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. Verses 9 through 10, for we know in part and we prophesy in part. But when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. Verse 11, the apostles and elders met to consider this question. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. Verse 12, for now we see only a reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part. Then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. Verse 13, and now these three things remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. This is just a gentle request to ask you to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with your Bible study class, your Sunday school class, your Facebook friends, and others. And thank you so much to those of you who have already begun to share my video, this video, and other video with others. Thank you so much in advance for all that you do to make this channel what it is and what it can eventually become. A very brief summary. Recognizing officials as God's servants means paying taxes. That includes personal and property tax and revenue, which are sales tax. To this day, discussion of paying taxes gets people's attention. For that reason, Paul used his discussion of tax debt to describe a debt that is never paid in full, the debt to love one another. Paul echoed Jesus' teaching that love your neighbor was one of the greatest commandments and the foundation of an all moral law. Matthew chapter 22, verses 37 through 40. Spiritual gifts are from God and of great value. Yet the time will come when they will be replaced by a face to face understanding of God when completeness comes. But faith, hope, and love are eternal, and love is the greatest of the three. Thank you so much for watching. Join me soon for the next backstory and more. Stay safe, and may God bless.